Hey guys, so I just competed at my 4th ever European Championships where I competed yesterday in the 64 kilo category. So just to give you guys a bit of a rundown of the entire experience, I traveled here alone on Sunday, and Shayla and Mark from Switzerland actually agreed to help me during my competition, so it was like zero stress whatsoever. Arrived here on Sunday, and then the next day went to do a training session in the morning. Hey girl, say hey girl. Tanned a bit for like an hour or so in the afternoon, then focused on making weight basically because I was doing a water cut. And the next morning it was time to compete. So it is a very like touch and go type of competition for me, which I actually like because I had no real reason to like be here for longer. There's no time difference, no reason to acclimatize. It's like literally the same climate as Malta. So when it's like this, when there's no reason to acclimatize, I'd much rather have this type of competition. My session was at 9 a.m, which means I had to weigh in at 7, which means I had to leave the hotel at 5:45 because the venue is around an hour away and they give it a bit of extra time just to make sure that everyone makes it to their competition in time. So it was a very early morning for us. However, I mean, at first I was a bit frustrated that it's gonna be so early, but I was a bit nervous, so I couldn't really sleep. I was up early anyway, so it's completely fine. It's quite strange because I'm not usually nervous during the night. Like I actually sleep quite well before a competition usually. This time around, I think I was just a bit more nervous. Maybe because I was alone and I knew no one was gonna make sure that I'm up to compete, make sure that I was on time for the bus. Like I was very aware that I was alone, I guess. So it's like, I hope I don't actually sleep in, which is something I never do, but maybe that was like subconsciously there. A month ago, I hurt both my elbows missing a snatch behind, which put me out a bit from training. I am really happy to say that they gave me zero issues yesterday. No issues whatsoever. My elbows were completely fine. I felt super strong. But of course, the training up to this competition was a bit weird. But I mean, there's always something going on, so it's definitely no excuse. Yeah, so the competition itself, I am quite happy with the snatch portion of the event, but not so happy with the clean and jerk. So it's very mixed feelings for me. And my initial reaction to the competition was a bit of like embarrassment because of my clean and jerk, because I only clean and jerked 100. But yeah, just run down to the competition. I started warming up and I felt really, really strong. So cutting weight this time was not a big issue. It was, I mean, the dieting is never fun, but I felt really strong yesterday. Like I had no issues with body weight. I did do like a 15-minute sauna sesh the day before because I wanted to have dinner. And 15 minutes sauna is like literally nothing, but I did sweat out at 0.3 at 300 grams, which means I could have a bit of a bigger dinner, which I like to do before a competition, and also drink a bit during the night. So yeah, everything felt fine. I started warming up, felt super strong, my elbows were fine, legs felt fine, body felt great. And my warm-up for snatch went perfectly. Shayla and Mark from Switzerland really helped me stay focused. They knew exactly what, my type of training was like, my type of warm-up was like, because I do train with Shayla so often. Opened at 82, which I believe was the biggest opener for the C group. And I smashed it. A bit shaky, but I always say I'm like just too strong for my own good kind of thing. Like I always give way too much, and it was a bit shaky, and got it, smashed it, very good. Went on to do 85 and I missed it in the worst way you could probably miss a snatch. In the sense, if you lift, this, I missed it forwards, like I didn't even fully get under it. So it was like there and dropped it. which is not how you want to miss a snatch. You don't ever want to miss a snatch, but you know when you miss it and it goes behind and you're like, oh my God, that was too strong. I can get it because I was too strong. It got overhead. I just need to position it better. The way I missed my 85 was like, I was never gonna get under it. I was not strong enough to take it overhead. And in my head, I was just thinking, I know I'm strong enough to put 85 over my head. I've done it multiple times recently. So, and Shayla and Mark were really good at just like helping me refocus and just, you know, kind of telling me what to channel into. And I think this part of the competition is the most proud I am of the entire competition, and it was a really big mental win for me because I did manage to regather my thoughts, stay focused, and get it on my third attempt, which is great, which is something that I am not really known for doing, regathering my thoughts, not shutting down, not breaking, not like breaking down mentally. So it was definitely a mental win for me, and I was very proud to come back and make that attempt on the third attempt. So I was very happy with the snatch portion. It is only 1 kilo under my best in this weight class. I was really hoping to get 85 on my second to go for a record on my third at 87. That was the plan initially. This is why I opened at 82, why I went 85 second, to hopefully go 87 on my third, which is a lift I did last week twice in the same session. So I know I had it in me. But I was happy to get 85. I was happy with the win, happy with the mental win. You know, sat down. And so basically I was the last one to lift in the snatch portion because I was the heaviest snatch in the C group. And sat down, we gathered my thoughts, and this is where I made a technical mistake because I didn't consider that even though I had the heavier snatch in the group, I was gonna open with not the heaviest clean and jerk in the group. And I mistimed my warm-ups completely. So much so that I realized I had like 5 lifts before I'm about to lift my first attempt, and I was still on 35 on my bar. So I had to literally go from just single lifts, 35, 55, 65, 75, 85, 90, 95, boom, out to do 100. Which, to be honest, was not bad for my cleans at all. If anything, my cleans have never felt that strong, especially in this weight class. Never felt that strong because I didn't tire them out with warm-up. And my legs, my cleans don't really need so much because it is a lot stronger than my jerk. My jerk, however, definitely needs all the time it can get in warm-up. And I didn't get that. I didn't get enough time to really drill in the technique I need to use. So I really went to like 2016 years, where I was literally trying to bench press all my jerks, which is hilarious. But it is not hilarious when you know you've been working on your jerks for so long, so hard recently, and you're back to bench pressing your jerks. So I missed my opener horribly. And you know how I said in the snatch I went back in, and even though it was like forwards and it didn't feel like I even got under it, I knew I was like really confident. I'm like, I know I can get this. I know I can get this. It was not like that in the clean and jerks. Like I went back and all I was thinking is, I'm about to bomb out. I went straight into panic mode mentally, subconsciously. I was like, but you're gonna bomb out, you're gonna bomb out, you're gonna bomb out, you're gonna miss all your clean and jerks. That was disastrous. And Shayla just kept really trying, literally like to look me dead in the eyes and going, Yaz, your legs are so stupidly strong. Just channel into that. Channel into that. Use your legs. Stop trying to use your arms to jerk. Like, channel into the strength that you have in your legs. Just go for it. Just use your legs. And her and Mark really drilled that into me. And they were like, get a better clean. Because the first one was like a bit excitable. Get a better clean so you can focus on getting that jerk. And I got it on my second, which was a huge relief. And And then I just sat down, you know, a bit thinking like, okay, what do I do? Do I just go 103 to just get a better total? Do I go even heavier to just place a bit higher? Like, what is my strategy? And I didn't know what my strategy was. And at that moment, I just decided I'll go 103 because I was so exhausted. Again, some context, from 0 to 95, I did that in around 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. So I was just like exhausted. And I was thinking, should I do, between my second and my third attempt, there was like 5 lifts, should I do another clean and jerk or just rest this out? And again, I was just so exhausted, I thought I probably should just rest it out. Went out to do 103. Clean was so easy. So easy. So annoyingly easy. And then really just genuinely tried to bench press 103 kilos. Which initially, post this competition, my first feeling was embarrassment. Like, oh my god, did I seriously just clean and jerk 100? Like, did I only just clean and jerk 100? Did I seriously just do that? Like, at first, that was definitely my initial reaction. Like, I was just embarrassed. But I placed 14th in snatch, 20th in clean and jerk, and 17th overall from the 26 athletes competing at the European Championships. So I don't know, I refuse to be embarrassed because I had a bad clean and jerk day. And I still placed quite okay. Like, you know, I didn't like, it's fine. Like, I can't be embarrassed about it because I had a bad clean and jerk day, and I think I'm allowed to have a bad clean and jerk day, even though unfortunately a lot of things have been going wrong in the recent competitions, where I did one more this year where I almost broke my elbows. This was a substantial improvement over of that, so it is getting better. And I refuse to be embarrassed, and I think that is like my main problem. Is that I'm embarrassed because I wonder what other people are thinking. It's not me myself that's like embarrassed. I'm wondering what other people are thinking, and especially like now because I work on social media. My work is through social media. I have gained a bit more popularity, meaning more people know who I am, more people follow my journey, and I just keep thinking that they're gonna be embarrassed for me, which is so silly to think because I'm just doing my best. I'm just really doing my best, and I want to do better, and I will continue to work to do better. But I've definitely, so every single competition you learn something. Sounds really cheesy, and I always heard athletes say it, that every single competition, no matter how long you've been competing, you will learn something every single competition. And I think the main thing I learned about this one was that even though I've very openly worked with a sports psychologist to help with my anxiety, I want to work on my mental approach to a competition. And this is because I am quite tired of not transferring my training numbers into a competition. Like, I want that to transfer now. I want that to be transferable onto a platform. And I know for a fact that the main thing that stops me is my mental game at a competition. So I am the type of person that will do much better in training than competitions because of that. Because my mental approach is just very chaotic. My anxiety and my nervousness gets the best of me almost every single time, and we do factor that in. But I wonder that if I actively work on it, will that affect my next competition? I am 8 weeks away from the Commonwealth Games, so I think that's one of the main things I want to work on. Of course, physically, there's so many technical things I need to work on. But I know that physically, I'm able to fix that. I just need to transfer what I work on onto the stage by fixing my mental game. So that is one of the main things I once took out of this competition. But yeah, that's basically more of like what happened at this competition. There's so much I need to fix, and I'm actually really leaving on a positive note because I just refuse to be sad about not like PRing, about not doing national records every single time. Like it will happen eventually. It will happen again this year. I'm quite sure I will. But yeah, that's basically what happened. You know, apart from the competition, it's been amazing to just meet so many of my friends that I haven't seen in a while. So Marit from Norway is in the same hotel as me. Amanda from Denmark is here. Norian, who I traveled to the US with, is here. Ina from Norway as well, who won a medal. Oh my god, guys. Honest goosebumps for that girl. Like, I remember seeing her at my first Europeans in Split 4 years ago, 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, I can't remember. I think 5 years ago, 2017. And I remember her clean and squat jerking like 107. And I remember looking at her just thinking, oh my god, she's amazing. Like, she's insane. Like, she's so good. And she is an older athlete, and I started the sport quite old, so she was such a big inspiration for me back then, and still is. And to see her win not 1 but 2 medals at this Europeans, and just seeing, I was so emotional for her. So proud, so happy, genuinely, deeply happy for her. And you know, it just got me thinking, like, just meeting all my friends here, like some of my closest friends ever are European Championship athletes. Like, that's insane. Like, how lucky am I to be surrounded by friends who are incredibly strong, share the same pleasures in life as me. We have so much to talk about all the time. It's so fun. It's so nice to be here and share these experiences with them. So yes, I mean, that's basically it. Definitely so much to take away from this competition. The hard work will continue. I am actually training now. I'm off to train very, very soon. Marit's gonna meet me soon, so I need to make sure that I'm dressed and ready to go very, very soon. As always, guys, I truly appreciate your support. When you watch me compete, wish me luck, say well done, absolutely everything. You guys are the best. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you ASAP. Thank you for watching. Ciao.